Fuck it. We're losing frames, but whatever. Hello. If your stream is buffering, that's a thing on my end. It seems like I can get a break on this internet today. So yeah, name's Denarius. Pleased to meet you. I host this little show called Vtuber Gaming Talk, which I invite a Vtuber to just nerd about video games for a couple of hours. And today we have a guest. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Let me get my hands up here. Hello, everybody. Hi. My name is Lampdevil. I am precisely as advertised. I'm a Lampdevil. I'm a devil in a lamp. Look, my horns go on and off. I mostly stream V-Read work. I made my own model. I like RPGs, Final Fantasy 14, Nintendo games. That's my jam for the most part. Been doing it 2 years. I'm really excited to be here. This is really cool.
Hey, all right.
Thank you for having me, Den.
No, thank you for coming in. It's been a doozy like today. Outside of getting that email, this internet is not helping out. But anyway, the show must go on.
Contrast. It's a day of contrast.
Also, if lamp sounds laggy, that you know what that is. Like it's sounding laggy on my end, but I think that's a me issue here. But yeah, today, well, let's start with the usual. What would you think are your favorite games? Like you can list a few, you can just choose one. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, Final Fantasy 14 has to be my favorite thing right now. I can't stop playing it. I love it so much. I have not unsubbed since I subbed. That's how it goes. My second favorite thing, actually, is Picross. Like Picross puzzles, you know, where you have the numbers and you have the crosses and you put the boxes by the numbers and you make the pictures. And this is a terrible explanation, I'm aware. But I love that. I love that. I love it to the point where I actually stream that every Saturday morning and make people watch me do that. And it seems to actually go okay.
Oh.
I like RPGs as well in general. I like puzzles, I like roguelikes. God, what was the last thing I was really all fixated with too? God. I got really fixated on the Saga series of RPGs, Final Fantasy Legends stuff for a while there. Those are really surprisingly good bad games, or bad good games. I don't know how to really describe that, so that's one of the things I really enjoy too. What else? Basically, I think most types of games, I'm bad at shooters. Shooters are the only thing that I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I have bad aim and a wobbly mouse hand. I'm very unsteady in general, so anything that doesn't penalize me for that is good.
Yeah. Honestly, I started like that on shooters too. Like, it grows on you, but yeah, the distance for those, it's usually never gone to a point that you say, I think I'm good at this, but nah. In my case, for example, I have to my friends had to force me into like playing Rainbow Six for a period of time, and honestly, that helped out. I got better.
The more you play, the more you play it, the better you get at it. Some people I think have natural gifts for one thing or another, or they have determination to get better at something. But yeah, it's like I've never been able to find a shooter that I like enough that has made me want to get good enough at shooters. Someday maybe that will come.
Yeah, that's a possibility. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Thinking of other things I like, I've been playing a lot of Terraria lately too, and that's just a good game. It's just a really good game. Good for multiplayer. Good for hanging with friends. Good for messing around.
That was one of the few games that got me out of League of Legends. Thank God.
Like, the exit hole.
Yeah, like I remember me and my group of friends that we were playing League. We said, you know what? Nah, let's stop here. Let's put a point on this. Let's go play another thing. We grabbed Terraria and we literally played for a whole day. Like a lot of time.
It's really it's engrossing. You can get a lot of people in one place, get a bunch of your friends in voice chat, and just like dig holes, blow yourselves up, die in creative ways, build stuff. It's a lovely little sandbox with lots of little possibilities. It's so much fun. It's so good.
I still need to try out the some of the mods that add a lot of crazy shit. Like there was a lot of things that I saw from mods for Terraria that seems even legit for the game itself. It's insane.
Yeah, I haven't tried modding yet. Is there anything that you recommend? Like anything you think would be cool to try out?
I think there is. I'm not remembering at the top of my head right now, but there was some new bosses, new items I wanted to try out, and all of that.
Ooh, okay.
I think
I'll
it's
have to
the
look into what kind of
Calamity.
stuff they have for that.
I think it's called the Calamity.
Calamity.
Or something.
The Calamity, right? If I see that, I will have to give that a shot. Then give it a over. I'm still pretty inexperienced. I have not beaten all the bosses. I'm kind of going through with a friend right now to really tackle stuff. A cat. Oh my cat.
Which is.
We have a cat.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I have a cat named Sam, and he likes to interrupt streams.
Ah. Well, that's fine.
So if my arms spiral out of control more than usual, it's cat.
Okay.
Otherwise, I will. We shall continue. We shall continue.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cat interference, but we got it.
All right. Yeah.
But yeah, in my case, I played Terraria for a while. Like, I beat it at least more than once at this point. And honestly, it's hard to go back to the game you already beat, like Terraria. And the bosses itself are really fun to fight. Maybe the last boss is meh, but all the bosses in general are really cool in their own way. Also,
I think it's one of those where. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Also, which point are you on at the moment, if I may ask?
Which
boss?
Terraria?
Yeah, which boss have you beaten so far?
We beat Skeletron a bit ago. We actually beat Skeletron before we beat the World Eater. We just beat the World Eater last night. Got our meteor. Got both of us jumped in the meteor crater and immediately set ourselves on fire because we're very smart people. And then we realized, okay, well, we have to find a way to work around this then. And now we're going to go to hell and try to get ourselves fireproof, which also seems to be difficult. I'm playing with a friend who's already done it all before, and we're just having adventures. We're just screwing around mostly. So.
Yeah, watch out for the voodoo dolls, though.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, if you let that voodoo doll into the lava, you will summon the flesh wall. And if you try to get out of there, you will die. Like literally, insta kills you if you leave hell. So watch out for that. Yeah, watch out.
That's
for
a nice
that.
warning. Thank you. I appreciate that. No cowards in hell. You must stick it out like the Doom guy or whatever other things happen in hell. I don't know.
Also,
from Netherrealm, not hell. I don't know how that works. So.
Also, that kills the guy, like the first dude you get at the beginning of the game. Yeah, that kills the guy. And you need to wait for the new one to resummon the boss.
I've heard about that. Like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Cat.
But yeah, after you get the meteor, you need to get to hell, get the equipment to get the meteor, and then re-equip with the meteor. That is a good move before going to the flesh wall. Although, I'm impressed you guys beat Skeletron before doing the flesh wall. Usually, I leave Skeletron for after the flesh wall.
There were 3 of us, and we found the dungeon. We went, screw it. So we set things up, and we just kind of spam down in sheer attrition, really. It's like a lot of the bosses I find are made a lot more possible by just having a bunch of people there throwing everything we freaking got at it. Strategy? What's a strategy? I don't know.
Just go ham. Fuck it.
Just go.
But yeah.
But the dungeon's really cool to explore, actually. I think that's like a really fun twist on the stuff we've been doing in Terraria. I really liked that. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do after you beat the flesh? Oh yeah, you need to defend yourself from the hordes of enemies you can get at spawning at random.
Yeah.
Also,
it's like, I don't know what happened. Go ahead.
Watch out for the Halloween event that happens every now and then on Terraria.
Oh yeah.
You get
the seasonal events are
pretty nasty weapons from there.
Oh yeah. We played around Halloween, so I remember that was a thing. Christmas is fun because some of the drops you get are really cool. Surprisingly, Christmas is much more. Here's some presents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, Yeah, watch out for the aliens too. Once you defeat the flesh wall.
There's aliens?
Yep.
Oh man, I got things to look forward to.
Yeah, a lot of things. You're not even halfway through, so you're going on a huge adventure over there.
Oh, fantastic! That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you want more meteors for some reason, you can always just resummon the Wall Eater.
That is good to know in case we need more materials, I guess. I don't know.
Also, watch out for the dangers of the jungle, too. I'm going to spoil the fuck out of Terraria for you.
I've gone digging around in the jungle biome more with one of my other world play solo, and it's like, oh, this is some exciting danger in here. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Just watch out for the bees.
Bees. My god.
You can heal up using the honey, but watch out by not summoning the boss by accident.
Alright. Oh, I've got adventures looking. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Also, by any chance, have you heard of a little game called Starbound?
Starbound?
Mm-hmm.
I have heard of it. I know it's by the same team that did Terraria. I haven't had a chance to try it out myself yet. I keep hearing it's not as good as Terraria, which is like, well, how can anything be as good as Terraria? That's probably impossible. But I would like to give it. I'd like to check it sometime. Do you think I should?
Yeah, you should. It might not be as the same, like, it might not be the exact same experience as Terraria, but it has some neat, unique things that makes it stand out, like the fact that you can visit a lot of different planets that are randomly generated and you can get some really neat stuff. You have also story progression with different factions you need to help out. You have a really neat space adventure with that one.
It sounds like its own kind of thing. That'd be fun to try. All right, man. I will have to check that out.
It has some similarities with like the fact that you can get a hold of materials, build your own house, your own base on one specific planet, and then explore from there, or just go explore the planets, repair your ship, and do more stuff like intergalactical exploration of other planets. All of that. It's super interesting.
Ooh. Yeah, well, that's enough to get me sold. Those are all features and things that I like, so I'll have to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
I have to find the time, yeah.
Yeah, when I got it, I explored a little bit. I need to get back to it. Like, it's a huge game. It's like Terraria. Once you get in, it's a huge game to get things done, and Jesus.
A lot of value for your dollar.
You get a lot
many hours
of value,
played.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, it's a multiplayer game, so you can get a lot of stuff done with friends and stuff.
Even better, even better.
And the place you usually spawn in, it's usually your ship, and the collection of planets you get is always different. You got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to explore, and a lot of missions to complete. It's impressive how massive that game is.
All right.
But yeah. Also,
well, I would go add it to my Steam wish list right now, but I don't want to make my computer explode. I've got like all the things running.
No, yeah, it's fine. Like, my internet is like having a stroke every now and then. So yeah, we're both having computer issues today, it seems. But
we're doing our best.
Yeah, the show must go on.
I've got the stream up monitored in another window at least, and I haven't seen it do anything skippy or cut out at least. So like, good job in that regard.
Okay,
thumbs up.
The VOD will be
shaky thumbs up. Shaky thumbs up. There we
go. Speaking of streams, I've been having a little bit of an issue. Might as well announce it, right? If you for some reason want to stream the DMC5, watch out for your VODs, because some of them might get some parts muted because of the music, or for some reason because in some cutscenes and in some boss fights, I got my VOD muted on some parts. Same with the previous VODs. I somehow managed to have 2 out of the 3 VODs highlighted on a way that they don't have anything muted, except for the last one. The last one got hit so many times that it's impossible to avoid. Like, the VOD, it has 3 muted areas and the highlight has 2. And the thing is, every single time you highlight the muted part changes randomly. Like it's in whatever part they want to mute for some reason. It's super weird. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But okay.
The streamer struggled. I once had a VOD muted because the wind whistling sound effect was picked up by someone that had licensed their Halloween spooky sound effects CD. I protested it and they took it off because it was really, really stupid.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, in DMC5's case, they are probably actually picking up on stuff that they've got loaded up there and going, hey guys, that's our music. But, like, the streamer struggle.
It's fine. Out of the 6 games of the series, that's the only one causing any issues at all, so that's fine.
That's pretty good in the grand scheme of things, actually. Congratulations on that. And congratulations again, by the way, on your affiliate.
Oh, that's right. I got affiliate today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
I clap?
I'm still waiting for my emotes.
Yay.
Damn it. Also, one thing. I hope to God not getting any ads at all because I cannot get any revenue of this platform. So, if any of you is getting any ads at all, sub or not, I'm going to file a complaint to Twitch because I cannot get any money out of that. Just saying. Also, yeah, thank you. I got affiliate after a year and so of streaming, so that's completely fine.
Yeah.
I'll take
that. If you earn the ability to turn affiliate on, turning affiliate on will give you ads. You do have to work around that. There are ways to work around it. Turning affiliate on turns your monetization on. If you don't care about monetization, don't turn your affiliate on. You can add an add-on like this, like something or other to get yourself emotes if you really want emotes. That is the trade-off you make with Twitch. They let you have emotes. They can monetize off you. You can monetize off of them, but they take a giant cut. That is the dirty deal we make with Mr. Twitch.
So
it's up to you.
So what you're saying is I cannot use the emotes until I monetize the thing?
Yep. That is the trade you have to make. I
can still use channel points though?
Nope. If you want your channel points and your emotes, you need to monetize. So there will be ads. However, like I said, there are ways you can work around it to minimize it.
Damn it. Oh well.
Yeah. It's like, it's not so bad in the end. Anybody who's a dedicated Twitch watcher can at least kind of accept on some level there's going to be some ads. If they love you enough, we'll show up and watch your shit.
The thing is, I can't actually due to some like things IRL that I cannot have the monetization on Twitch whatsoever because of tax issues, you know?
I see.
Like, even if I want to add the monetization for the thing, I can't.
Yeah, depending on your location, the tax implications are different from country to country. That is a thing, yeah. So it's like, there are other ways to get the features that you want for your stream, but you will have to put some extra effort into fluffing them up for your viewers. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, I have the add-ons for the emotes, so I'm not that worried about that. I just wanted to have them officially on Twitch, you know? But I'll work around it. I'll see what I can do.
See what options there are. There are people out there that are more knowledgeable about this than me. You'll get yourself sorted.
Yeah.
It's still a big congrats. It's still a pretty big milestone of like people being here and watching and giving a shit, you know. So.
Yeah, it's still a big. It's still an achievement.
You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess I am. But yeah, thank you so much. Let's keep up with the gaming side of things. Like that was a deviation, but yeah. Outside of, I know you play a lot of indie games. I've seen your streams a few times. So, what indie games have you been playing lately outside of Terraria, of course?
Candria is one that I got a chance to actually try out in advance. A friend of a friend knew the devs, and they gave us some preview keys. A whole bunch of us in my friend circle tried that out. It's an action platformer, you know, like kind of like Celeste, where you got double jumps and you can explore everywhere. But it's got like a story, and it's got kind of like action RPG exploration elements, and it's It's really, really cool. It's really, really nice. I gotta get back to it. I just had other stuff that I've been doing. I only really consume like one or game a week or 2 games a week. Well, so I'm limited in how much stuff I can play on stream. Off stream, let's see what else I've been doing. I was playing Hades for a while there. I want to get back to that. Dun, 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 dun. Rogue Legacy 2. I don't know if that's even really an indie game anymore.
Let's be real, if Supergiant still is considered an indie game company, yeah,
Fair
at this
enough.
point, indie games have sequels, like Guacamelee, for example. Or
Yeah,
Shovel
anything
Knight.
that's not a big company is an indie at this point. Yes. So yeah. Yeah. I was what was that? Again? My train of thought completely just derailed. Kaboom. No. Yeah, Rogue Legacy 2. It is a lot of fun to play. I am so bad at it, you would not believe. I have business playing a strategic platformer that calls you for recognizing boss patterns and dodging things because I have major ADHD. Let's just press this button a millions and win issues. It's like I got no strategy in my soul. Nothing like that. I'm bad at it. I win by brute force.
Honestly, I like to do that sometimes. Like, if I don't know the pattern of a boss, I just go ahead and fuck it.
I'm
And
just
if I
going to
win, I
get
win.
bigger than the boss. That's the way you win. That's the way you do it. That's how it's done.
That's
So.
part of the reason why I like more action type games, because you can just charge in, go ham, do some damage, and then figure out the boss. You can have fun first.
In general, that's why I like RPGs a little more. Strategy and menu stuff is a little bit more my speed, or stuff that at least gives you more chance to select, because it makes me pause long enough to think about what I'm doing, and I can actually input a strategy a little bit sloppy. Like I'm better at that. I know most big RPGs these days have action elements. They're not all entirely menu like the old ones, but yeah. I'm better. I'm learning. I am capable of learning. I've gotten pretty good at hotbar MMO combat in Fantasy 14. So that's that. There we go. That's maybe about capacity of my limits.
Speaking of MMOs, I think I have very few experience with MMOs. Like, I've played a little bit of Warcraft back in the day. I played a little bit of I think it's called Mu, but again, it's very little to none practically. I think it plays similar to MOBAs, in which you have to manage your resources, your abilities, cooldowns, and all of that, but with a shitload of more menus. Oh, also Phantasy Star Online 2. Yeah, that's another.
Yeah. I want all your money constantly.
They're
I can't blame
getting
them.
me
It's
thanks
nice.
to Yakuza, man.
It's nice to have money, but
I mean, they're getting their money worth, honestly.
they are. The interesting thing with MMOs I find is that, well, World of Warcraft is what everybody thinks of as, the MMO that everybody tried to beat and everybody tried to become. But, like, time's gone by, and the thing that made games like that really special was you play with a bunch of people, and you're all connected, and you're all in the same world, and you're all together, and it's like, every game now has a multiplayer mode and that persistence, and it's taken that aspect of what that part of MMOs, and the older games with older control systems and stuff just are kind of like, no one to make a game exactly like World of Warcraft again that's going to be as successful as World of Warcraft, because nobody wants to play that really old, crusty gamer style of you hitting your keyboard keys and da like that. Everybody wants action like Phantasy Star Online 2, or something like Lost Ark. Lost Ark's the one.
It feels a little bit too stale too, to be honest. Like
Mhm.
the difference I gather from playing Warcraft and Phantasy Star Online 2 is that Warcraft might be a little bit too slow and well, not a little bit, it's way too slow. Like the progression on Warcraft, at least at the point I was slow as hell, like corpse decomposition type of slow. But on Phantasy Star Online, the progression might be a little bit faster, but the amount of repetition you need to do to grind at least one class to a higher level so you can have another class, it's no. It's just no.
That kind of thing is inherent to the genre, really, that it's expected that you are going to spend time repeatedly doing a thing in order to get the thing that qualifies as an end game. And, like, that's a weird thing to have part of the design, I think, because, well, a lot of people played World of Warcraft back in the day. I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm old. I'm pretty old. I played World of Warcraft back when it was vanilla, when there was no other expansions, none of that stuff.
Ooh.
I was really bad at it at the time. All played though, we just like made our characters and kind of wandered from level 10, level 20, maybe level 30 to it was really slow leveling. Getting to cap felt like an unachievable effort of focus, but it didn't matter. You played World of Warcraft because it was this big world where anything happened and all your friends were bumming around there. Nobody knew what was going on. That's a lot of the fun of it. And I think games came after it don't necessarily understand what aspects of that should be kept and are desirable, and what aspects you're just doing because you have to keep people subscribed for a few months. That's trick it right there. So, that doesn't do it probably.
I mean...
No, Lampy Camp says Bentai. That's my friend Bentai in chat there.
Yeah. Welcome, Ben. But yeah, the thing is, I managed to experience like vanilla World of Warcraft one time, thanks to a little Yahar method I found online.
The secret places you're not supposed to go.
I mean, I have the authority because I live on a region that it makes it completely impossible to get, but still though.
Yeah.
Vanilla World of Warcraft is something that, thank God, has been updated and perfected to a point that it's not like that again. Like, people complain about the fact that old World of Warcraft was better. Dude, you don't know the amount of grinding that thing was. Like, it's insane. Insane the amount of grinding you get, and the pace you have to level everything up is just no. No, I'm passing. No.
Yeah. One thing about when people say that it was better, when classic World of Warcraft was better, there's two things I think to play into it. Is one, you were younger, you had more time. Remember the cool time with your friends and the exploration of it all. It's not entirely nostalgia. Like, there's a big long video that I watched that I could throw in as the example of what I'm citing here, but it comes down to, someone described it as modern World of Warcraft. Modern games are like, they give you lots of little things to do. They're very stimulating and quick, and here you go. You can do this and this and that. Do your daily this, do your daily that, cap your this, finish your skills, fill these bars. There you go. You've accomplished something. Congratulations. Yay. Older World of Warcraft has none of that. You level your character. You do your quests. How are you going to go do that? We don't really care that much. When you're free, even if your sandbox is relatively large and doesn't have that much in it, you're free. You're free to have your brain let you do whatever you want to do, and some people really like that kind of thing. That scratches a particular gamer itch for some people. Now, I don't want to go back and ever play classic World of Warcraft again, any considerable amount, but I also am an old school MMO. I played Ragnarok Online. Have you ever played Ragnarok Online?
Ragnarok Online. That sounds eerily familiar.
There were tons of private servers of it. So, like, you join a RO, you're a player, and that was a grind. That was a grind fest. That was a mechanically dubious grind fest where you wore little hats and you did it was a very prototypical of a lot of different stuff. It was incredible. It kind of sucks, but I remember it fondly. But grinding, some people like to grind. It makes some people happy. I know one of the things I'm really doing in right now, Final Fantasy XIV, now that I finished up the story, is I'm leveling all my other classes. I'm earning giant amounts of money, and those are both technical grinds. So,
I mean,
good old
yeah,
arrow, good old arrow, yeah.
that's the part I like on some games. Like, I'm going to bring out TF2 on Wolfram here. The fact that you can
Ah!
grind for IRL money, or for an equivalent to IRL money on some games, is the fact that kind of makes it worth it for me. I don't know. Like, in Warframe, for example, I've been playing that thing for almost 2,000 hours at this point, like in-game hours.
Ooh.
And the experience I have with the economy on that game, it's impressive. Like, the amount of stuff you can just farm, sell, and all of that. Granted, the things that cost the most are usually the most rare ones, or the things you need to grind hours on. Like for let's say you want in a specific part of a Warframe that you cannot get anymore, but some people can because they have the relics to get it. Those things are more valuable than the things that are right now, but still, it's a grind and a half to get that because it's RNG.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
yeah,
it comes, yeah.
same with TF2. TF2, you can grind, get your weapons, get some scrap out of the weapons, trade the weapons for the scrap, of course, and then just, trade the scrap for more refined metal for more refined metal, and then you get the hats. The hats are the currency. Same with the keys. Yeah, it's just TF2 is fun in and of itself. Like, thanks to that for me, the economy management and all of that. That's super fun. And the game itself, yeah, you need to play it to get the weapons, to get the keys. You can always sell the keys on the market, I think, sometimes. Sometimes you don't. But yeah, the thing is you can get pretty cool stuff with the economy of some games.
Yeah. Making the number go up in all kinds of ways is very enjoyable for a lot of people. And the bigger the number and the more relevant the number, and hey, money's pretty relevant, that can be very gratifying.
Mm-hmm. Number go up, brain go burr, basically.
Yes.
Same happened with like damage numbers and all of that.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I think League of Legends is addicting. Like, you see a number and a character disappearing, you know you did something good.
Yes. The big number happened in the explosions and you got the good brain chemicals. It's like some of the reason why Vampire Survivors. Oh yes, that's one of the ones I've been playing. I have to catch up on my achievements on that. Like, Vampire Survivors was actually designed by a guy who used to do development for slot machines. So like he understands about the numbers and the damage go up and the flashy lights and things and stuff.
Yeah, that's why Vampire Survivors is so addicting. Like, I brought the game recently with a batch of other games, and I haven't stopped playing since. Like, it's a thing that you get one taste of it, and you can't stop. Like, for some reason, you can't stop. It's addicting.
Like, well, you can see the possibility. Yeah, you can see the possibility there that, like, oh, well, I didn't do good this time, but I can do better next time, and my number gets better, and there's more things to unlock, and there's more stuff to get. I have so many little goals and stuff right now I want to do in Vampire Survivors that it's like, well, I got to do this and this, so I'm going to try these new strategies, and it's very stimulating in a lot of different ways that are very appealing to a variety of gaming desires. Yeah, so that's really good.
Yeah. Like, the variety of references you can get on the game, the amount of flashy lights and numbers popping up is fun. Seeing how you can wave clear anything on the map by just having one item or two. And the finding out the combinations by yourself is usually a good adventure to have. Yeah. All the things you unlock by progressing on the levels, the secret characters you can unlock, and all of that. Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. It's good. I still have to pick up the DLC. I'm gonna work through all the stuff that I currently haven't worked through, then pick up the DLC for it.
I was thinking exactly the same. Like, I still need to get some cards, some characters, and some add-ons. But once I get all of that, I might just pick up the DLC. It's being a riot for a long time.
Yeah. Like, I think I paid $5 for it in my local funds. Down here in the Netherrealm, things cost a little bit more. But I definitely got more than $5 worth of entertainment out of that. My God.
I
Buying some DLC just seems like a courtesy to the developers at this point.
honestly, I have it a little bit easier because things, when it comes to dollars, cost way less. Like, I think I paid the equivalent of 2, 3, 4, the equivalent of maybe $6 to $7 for 5 games. Like,
that's not too bad.
Project Zomboid, Vampire Survivors, Panzer Paladins, and the other two I don't remember the name at the top of my head right now. But I brought 5 games just because. Stick Fight and Rounds. All 5 games just for the equivalent of $7.
That is a pretty good get.
Yeah, that's pretty good for just the equivalent of $7. It's just insane. And they were an offer, like Vampire Survivors specifically was an offer. Hey Aka, welcome.
Hello. Hi Aka.
But yeah, I have to admit, some indie games can be really addicting and impressive in some areas. Like Vampire Survivors is something revolutionary to a level. To a level of like Hollow Knight or Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Like I'm impressed for how that thing inspired some other indie developers to do their own take on the thing. Like Holocure, for example.
It's a genre. It's a genre now. It's a genre now. I think some people have been trying to call it Bullet Heaven, but I think it's like Survivors Alike at this point is what they're starting to be called.
I mean, Bullet Heaven is...
We'll see.
Bullet Heaven is technically the correct denomination because you're not dodging bullets. You are giving them the bullets, which is
You are the bullets.
You're not the bullet. You are the source of the bullets.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All powerful, almighty.
Yeah.
I have to confess, I have to get back to Holocure. It's just that I feel like I'm saving it for a special occasion, like a treat. Like, it looks so much fun, it looks so good, but it's like, I got so many other things I want to do. It's like, I'll Holocure later when I have the time, when I really want to relax. I don't ever want to relax. I always have something else that I'm doing.
Yeah, honestly. Like, Holocure, I've been playing Holocure since it came out, and honestly, it's been fun. Like, I experienced all the characters at this point, except for the new update. I still need to play that, but yeah, Holocure is what inspired the purchase of Vampire Survivors in the first place. It's like I just said, you just need a taste of it and try it out.
Yeah.
And to be completely honest,
you want more.
Yeah, to be completely honest, I thought Holocure might be like a bare bones version of Vampire Survivors, but it's technically vice versa. Holocure has so many quality of life changes that Vampire Survivors could benefit from them. Like
Holocure has definitely evolved the concept. You can aim and move at the same time, and that really adds a different depth of the strategy you use. I've only played it a tiny little bit, but I've noticed that much at least.
Yeah, the movement, the lock-on you can have on when you move and you're shooting your weapon. Some weapons being aimable benefit a lot of that. Some items giving you like the evolution of combining an item and the weapon. It's actually really cool because also in this case, in the case of Holocure, it goes more with combining weapons than combining items with weapons. While on Vampire Survivors, you need a specific item so your weapon can evolve. That happens in Holocure sometimes, but it's very, very rare. You're experimenting with fusions of weapons, which is cool.
Yeah, with Holocure seems to have based a lot of its mechanics off of VTuber-related concepts too, like the collabs, the gacha. Everybody loves gacha. Putting a literal points earned gacha in there is brilliant because, well, your audience is going to be VTubers and VTuber-adjacent people, and those are people who are already like, "Oh, gacha! Ha 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 ha! That's great."
Right.
Holocure is a brilliant game. Holocure is brilliant.
Yeah, they go ham with the fact that gacha aspects on games usually attract a lot of viewership, and in this case, you're not wasting any money because you're playing for the gacha. It's pretty easy to farm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's a really, really, really genius idea of a game. Holocure is such a VTuber fans game. It hurts for how much that's true. Like, it's so a VTuber fan game, it's insane.
It's like, I think that says something about like the VTuber community itself and the way it's growing and the people who are interested in it. Like there's an inherent creativity, I think, that you get even beyond normal, like, fans of streamers and stuff, because in order to participate, if you start participating, you have to either have a lot of money to throw at artists, you have to be someone with that artistic bent to start making stuff, and all kinds of stuff gets made because of it. I don't know, it's lovely. I love it. I love it. I love it. My arm. Oh my god. All right.
Yeah.
I'm putting my hands at my sides for now. They're getting a little sore from me for so long. I'm just gonna rest for a moment here.
Yeah. Do that.
Have myself a relax.
Yeah, relax a little bit. Be like me.
Yeah.
Just get your arms relaxed all the time.
Just chill. Hang exercise. Shake it all out.
Yeah.
There we go. We're good.
There we go. but that's basically it when it comes to indie games. They're just impressive. Such defining genres in all ways. I don't know. I've been getting a little bit tired of the games that are more of a profound message type of games. And maybe that's just me. Like, I get it. Video games are a type of art. You can express your emotions and like messages you have to give to the public, but sometimes I think simple mindless fun is usually the way to go for me. At least for me.
The nice thing is we get to have both. There's enough people making enough different kinds of games that you can have your gourmet meal games where it's like you're savoring something that might taste weird, but you learn something, you had an experience. Then you have just like popcorn, like Vampire Survivors, hell, Tetris.
Yeah.
Just play some Tetris and enjoy yourself. That is still something you can do these days. That's great. Like, some things are eternal. Some feelings are eternal.
Yeah, some things are eternal, like Tetris. Like, that thing is old, but still comes back. In some way, shape, or form. They say Tetris Effect is a really different experience. I wonder why.
Ooh. Well, I think it's the presentation is some of it. It's like a lot of the audio-visual stuff is there to make it feel different. It's still Tetris, fundamentally, but it combines music and vibrations and stuff. I've always meant to pick it up, but it's like, well, I want to spend that much money on Tetris, but it's groovy. Not right now. Maybe later.
Maybe with a bunch of other games in offer. Maybe in a humble bundle or something. In
a bundle or on sale, or at some point when the opportunity is there. Like, we are living in an age where luckily there's like just so much that we can play if we want to. So much we can seek out for free or next to free. So much we probably have in our Steam libraries. It's like we all want novelty, but they're like we got entertainment until the end of time at this point. It's all a matter of how we want to engage with it.
Yeah.
So we're pretty lucky.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we have a lot of things that stays on our Steam library and we never touch because either A, don't call our attention and we got it for free, or B, we forgot it's there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I was scrolling through a couple days ago and I have all the BioShock games? When did I get all the BioShock games?
I know.
I should play all the BioShock games.
What's funny is that I have them on both Epic and Steam and I didn't even know.
When you pick up enough humble bundles and stuff, things just kind of accumulate, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. I have like all the Arkham games from Batman, and the only one I played is Arkham Knight because that's the only one that caught my attention the most.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, I need to try out the other games. Maybe play them on stream and add them to the completed game list. I need to change the name of that. But yeah, I've completed a lot of games on stream. Have you completed any games on stream recently?
Not recently. My next goal is to play Super Mario Odyssey through until I complete it on stream. I'm gonna have a playthrough that way. I finished over the course of like my 2 years of streaming. I played through Super Mario Sunshine. I have feelings about that game. I have. We can get to those later if you want me to. I feel them very strongly.
Sure.
I also played through both the Dragon Quest Builders games, 1 and 2, right after each other. Those were very long playthroughs because they're pretty. Dragon Quest Builders 1 is a shorter game. It's got like 4 chapters and it's basically an RPG story, and you do Minecrafty stuff, but also Dragon Questy stuff at the same time. Builders 2 is the same kind of mechanics, but a bigger story, bigger world, more stuff to mess around with, and it was a long game. And it was a great experience, and I just have not had time to focus on a single game to do another playthrough again, because, like, I tend to be able to just stream, like, other games once a week, and then I've got, like, a regular art stream once a week, and I've got my regular coffee and croissant on Saturday mornings, and the rest of my time I either have to, like, go outside and touch grass down here like a regular demon, or I have to go to work, or clean my house, or other general responsibilities of life, so it takes time.
Yeah, pretty much
How about
my
you?
schedule.
What are the games you've worked through? I know that you were working through the Devil May Cry stuff, right?
I finished the whole series at this point. Yeah.
Hey, nice.
I've played through a lot of games so far, like at least more than 10 at this point. Like, I played through Yakuza Kiwami, Spyro 3 to 111% that game. Same with Crash 1. I still need to play through Spyro 1 and 2 and Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3. I'm planning
I
on
got the Spyro
doing
games.
those.
Yeah.
I'm planning to keep up with the Insane trilogy of Crash so I can keep it consistent. And because Crash 1 on the Insane trilogy is 10 times more easy on time. Because when it comes to Crash Bandicoot, what you need to do is usually perfect every single level on the original game. It's not hard, but
yeah.
like, if you're experienced with the series and you already have played Crash 1, going for 100% is not that difficult, but it's still difficult. Like, it's still hard for the original game.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Insane trilogy, though, it's more like permissive. It's more like easy for the casual audience, which is super appreciated. It
Like,
might
we
not
don't
look
have
nice,
quite the same amount of time that we used to. So
yeah, also that. Like, Crash 1 took me 3 streams just because I ended up loading instead of saving one time. But it could easily just take 2 streams of 2 hours each. It's a pretty short game. Same, I believe the same thing can be said for Crash 2 and 3, because both of them are pretty short games. If you're going for 100%, maybe not that short, but still, like, still a thing.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah, it really depends. Some games is like, how long does a play session last? How much time are you spending repeating stuff? How much time have you wasted? That can be playing too, I guess. So
yeah, it's a thing of repetition, know where to find things and all of that. If you know what you're doing, if you already played the game to a completionist type of thing, you might remember stuff, or you can just look it up, like I do usually, just to save time. But yeah, the thing is, when it comes to Spyro, though, I'm playing those original for the sake of consistency, because one, I have a soft spot for Spyro 3 on the PS1, so I wanted to play that version again. I ended up 100% completed that thing. 111 technically, because I did everything, like everything, including the super bonus run and everything. I still didn't beat, like, for the first time ever, I didn't beat Spyro 1. I beat close to 100% on Spyro 2 too, but replaying that, it's been like a year or two since I did that, so it will be a good refresher.
Yeah, whenever you get to Spyro, to the original one, I will keep an eye out for that. I want to be there and see that. I played it back in the day on the PlayStation. I never got super far. By the time we got the game, by the time everything, I had to move out of the house, and I was not allowed to take the PlayStation with me because that belonged to the rest of the family. Oof. So I had to kind of abandon my playthrough, unfortunately. But I'd love to see someone else. I'd love to see you go through it. Maybe I'll fire it up eventually too. So hey, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's on the cards for the future.
Spyro's good. Spyro's good. Spyro's really good.
And I was thinking, since I finished with DMC, I was thinking of going through other, like, action games like Bayonetta or something like that. But the thing is, I still don't have Bayonetta 2 and 3 on PC, damn it! I have only Bio 1, which is still fine. I'm still waiting for those Bayonetta 2 and 3 on PC. I played through Bio 1 and I love that game. Same with Metal Gear Rising, I love them both. Platinum is like my source of action games so far.
There you go. That platinum thing that Platinum do.
Yeah. Also, one weird game that... Well, there's 2 weird games that I want to play on stream later on, maybe. It's Enslaved from Team Ninja and Killer is Death. I
don't know that second one.
Second one, it's from, if I remember correctly, it's from the guys who made No More Heroes. Okay. That game is a trip and a half, like...
Oh, I think I know what you mean. I think I know the one you mean now, actually, yeah.
It's a trip and a half, and I want to play it, just because it's just that. It's a trip and a half. I'm used to playing games that are just trippy and crazy in general, like... DMC Devil May Cry might be bad, but it's a trip that needs to be lived if you want to enjoy the rest of the series, honestly.
Experiences to have.
Yeah. Don't play DMC 2, though. That's boring. That's my only complaint with DMC 2 outside of not understanding half of it. It's boring. That's
insufficient.
That's the
insufficient trippy. Insufficient trippy.
It's not trippy at all, it's very straightforward, but the thing is, the whole point of a game is to entertain you, right? It's an interactive experience that entertains you. What's the point of a game that doesn't do that? What's the point of a game that just bores you? It's just that.
One would hope that it entertained someone at some point. Maybe they were really in a hurry and they had to get it out the door before they put the fun in. You never know. You never know in this day and age of development.
I mean, I know the story behind DMC2. I know why it is like it is. There is a video called What Happened to DMC2 on YouTube that you can watch. It's a very, very interesting story of the development of DMC2. And honestly, I kind of appreciate that specific story because it might be a bad game, but it also had a lot of issues going on. So yeah, the fun is
context.
Oh, yeah, keep up. I'll read that later.
Yeah. Oh. The fun is left behind. DLC microtransaction gacha pull for alternate. I'm reading old chats. Never mind. Sorry. Please continue. I got distracted.
Yeah, the fun is locked behind DLC microtransactions and gacha pulls. That's technically correct on most of modern type of games. Like, gacha games like Genshin Impact or other, like, other type of gacha games. Usually... Arc
Knights.
Arc Knights. Usually...
Cookie Run Kingdom.
If you have a character that have a fun way to play, you 9 times out of 10 on a gacha need to pull for it, which requires either money or a shit ton of hours grinding up. Which makes me think of the experience I have with Genshin Impact. I've played that thing through the first year of the game itself. And to a certain point, it gets so repetitive and boring. It ends up looking like homework. Like, oh, I need to get in, do my dailies, do the weekly bosses if it's a weekly reset or something like that. And then get out. Same every single day.
Yeah. The gacha cycle for me is I will pick up a game, I'll be like, alright, there's an initial period of it where it will feed you enough resources and bonuses, blingy blinging story, that you'll keep playing for like at least a week or two, I think, to get you into the habit of playing it. And then it will slowly cut your feet off until you form the habit of playing it anyway to do your dailies. And then and you'll still get some fun out of it. And then I find myself, the moment I get sufficiently annoyed about having to log in to do my dailies, I know I have to quit. It's like, if I don't actually like playing the game anymore, I'm just doing this because I gotta do my checklist, we're done. That's it. If you can't keep me past that point, then I'm sorry. You've gotten what you can out of me. I've probably given you about 20 to 40 bucks out of just like, okay, I'll pay the monthly or whatever. But if you can't keep me past that point, and if you can't give me a way to get back in again, to have me come back and play more, then I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. That exact same experience happened to me after the first year of Genshin. Like, I was getting in doing my dailies. They cut off my way of content way too fast. Like the newer content I was breezing through thanks to the characters and all of that things I have like leveled up. I was on a pretty late game type of situation there, so when I wanted to breeze through things, they started putting like time walls that I needed to wait one day after finishing one mission to do the other mission. And
no, none of that.
No, I just said fuck that. No, I'm leaving.
No.
And the
like,
newer content doesn't call me at all. Like new characters, nah. Like. Yeah, they seem cool, the trailers are really cool and all, but
yeah,
what's the
like,
point if I'm going to be doing the exact same thing I did before? Waiting a day for completing one mission? Nah, fuck that.
Like, if the characters are cool, don't worry about that. The community's got you covered. They got lots of fan art and lots of fan animations and lots of porn, if that's your jam. Frankly, everybody will just play the Genshin for you, and they'll filter the good stuff back at you. You're fine. You're good.
Honestly,
it's alright.
yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, basically that.
Like, I do kind of want to pick Arknights back up because, well, it was a lot more merciful. I remember about its gacha. I just got tired of playing it for a while, but the actual gameplay is like more strategic, map-based stuff, and a lot of the fun I got out of it was not about, oh, my pulls and spending money, but how can I solve this map by using the crappiest units possible, and you could actually get pretty far by doing that. It was a very well-designed game in that regard. I have a lot of respect for Arknights, even if it is like, they still would like you to spend all your money in Whale, but you can still accomplish a lot and enjoy a really good quality story with really cool characters without totally breaking your bank. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really fun. I wanted to also give it like a chance to Tower of Fantasy, but that game was so eerily similar to Genshin. Was impossible for me to just try it again. No, fuck that. Like,
die. It's well, I played it for a bit. I've never played Genshin Impact. I tried to install it recently to play it, and it would not let me install it for some reason. And I was like, thanks for saving me against myself, I guess, old crappy computer. But I played Tower of Fantasy, and it was like, well, I see what you're doing here, and I don't think I'm on board. I see what you're just purposely leaving me dopamine cookies around everywhere to go click on. You think I'm a sucker, don't you? I'm not a sucker, and I uninstalled it.
Speaking of sucker, let me complain about one thing in particular. You see the hat I have on my head right now, right?
Yeah.
For some damn reason, this single, simple, rounded hat, it's impossible to have on any character customization game. Like, you go to Tower of Fantasy, there is no hat over there. You go to like a created character on any other game, you don't have a hat like this at all.
I can get you a hat similar to that or very approximately close in Final Fantasy 14.
I'd take that. I'd take close up. Like the only two games I found out that you can get a hat like this playing online, like, was Pokemon MMO and the one you said just now, Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
And even then, they're close up. They're not the exact same, which it's fine. I'll take any beanie as long as it's orange, you know?
Yeah. It's like some games they're personalistic that they're aiming towards. Either they're not going to give you that many customization options to begin with, they don't care. They're just like, everything that we're going to give you has to be super duper fancy sparkle woo woo that you're going to want to pay at least $20 in the cash shop for, or to grind gacha for. An orange beanie is too pedestrian for their tastes. It's too normal.
It's too
tasteful. Too tasteful. You are too tasteful. You are too tasteful a VTuber, sir. God. You have too much for self-restraint.
Yeah, sure.
Like my struggle has always been like, well, I recently redid my hair. I've got it all flattened out to be a little bit more regularly pretty. I've always had the difficulty in online games where, like, usually I have curly hair. I like big, thick, poofy, curly hair that no game ever really bothers to try to render. The most closest you get is like a little bit of wavy. A little bit of wavy. Maybe an afro. There's nothing in between. It's like, so I just kind of settled in, alright, I'm gonna straighten my hair, you bastards have won. Here's how I can represent myself, look as cute as you think I should.
God damn
it's
it.
galling. one of the things I appreciated a lot about what they bothered to do in Lost Ark is, while the character creation there is, it's got a lot going on in certain regards, so to speak. They have some really fantastic hair options, unlike anything I've seen in any other game for at least 3D models. So I'll give them a point for that.
Yeah, which is funny because when it comes to creating my own character, I always find the goggles, but never the hat. It's just funny.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle.
It's a struggle I need to deal with. At least I still have the Sims and Vero to just compensate the fact that I cannot get a fucking orange beanie.
The power of Vroid, at least we have that to rely on.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Vroid is an experience in and of itself when it comes to character creator games.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically what it is. It's just a creative character game that you can explore beyond the boundaries of the program itself sometimes.
Yeah, it's because like they've added enough stuff in it. They've added enough pre-made outfits that you can essentially be like, click, 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 click. There you go. Your standard doll maker, export, and you're set to go. You are up and running as fast as you would care to get it going, but it allows you to open almost every single option and dick with it, which is fabulous. Honestly.
And now you can experiment with booth stuff directly through Vroid.
Oh
which
yeah,
is insanely good.
yeah. I appreciate that. Well, I have a booth shop. I think but I charge for only one thing, and it's basically if you want the upgraded version of the thing I made with 10 different variant textures, you can give me 200 yen. Other than that, everything's free. Download my stuff and use it. It will probably help you out somewhere along the way, even if you're just copying what I did and changing it completely. I do that.
Yeah,
the free resources out there are so good.
You can get Lamb's socials here by using the exclamation point TG, so you can just get their socials out. Hold on, let me do it real quick.
Yeah.
There we go. It should be like that. There we go. There's the card. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to character creator modes. I appreciate them because they are a lot of fun, honestly. I'm the kind of guy that passes like a shitload of hours on that specific thing.
Oh yeah.
And then the rest of the game is a breeze. Like, it doesn't last as long as the character creator. And even then, if I can just go redo some things or just add new costumes, change some things here and there and all of that, I'm really good with that.
Yeah, that kind of self-expression is super fun. It's fun. Dress up and fun. Like it's a game. It can be a game in and of itself. It's like another game that I know has really good character creator is the what is that one? The Code Vein. You make a vampire, like a super futuristic murder vampire, and play a Souls-like game. I guess. I only played with the character creator. That is fantastic. You can just download the demo if you haven't. Yeah, so.
Code Vein. I heard of that. I thought it was like a Metroidvania, not a 3D Souls-like. Oh.
Yeah, hold on a second here while I might have the name wrong. I've checked my. I'm gonna lag out for a second here.
No,
I
fine.
have it in my Steam, but I uninstalled it. We're gonna lag a bit. It's. I might have the wrong name. No, I'm pretty sure it's Code Vein. Anyway, there we go. I checked and we're done. But it's got a really good. If there's a demo you can get right off of Steam or whatever, and it has the character creator built in. And I remember one evening, me and my friends all just downloaded it, and we were like, "Here's my VTuber. Here's my VTuber." It was pretty fun. So we had a good time.
Yeah. But yeah, Code Vein is a game that I wanted to try it out too. Like, I saw some stuff related to Code Vein, and it seems interesting.
It's like, it's not my particular usual cup of tea for playing stuff. Like I said, I don't have any strategic bones in my body. I'm bad at dodging and reading moves. I just spam. But for what it is, my friends have had a good time with it at least. So worth checking out, I hear.
Yeah. Also, I need to check out, now that it is free to play, I need to check out Sims 4, which I think might be the most impressive long-running game going to free to play I've ever seen. Like, I've heard of games going for a year or maybe half a year, being paid and then going free to play. but The Sims 4 might be the first example of an ongoing game going free to play.
Yeah, that might be a case of them calculating, we're getting towards the end of this being up and going. We can make more money if we open up a portion free to play and we charge more for X, Y, and Z things. It seems like a sound business decision. And it's like, hey, I certainly can't complain about that.
Also, yeah, many people when this was announced and released, they were thinking, oh, this might be a sign of The Sims 5 coming out pretty soon or something like that. And honestly, it's kind of a good call because, for example, it gets you the whole base game, which is rare to get, without the DLCs. Like, you can experience the vanilla version of Sims 4, as far as I know, without the DLC, and you still can play online, can build your house, play with your friends, and all of that. That's actually really cool. And I like that. It's an opportunity to hook people into the whole idea of making stuff with The Sims, doing stuff like that, and has both potential, I guess, of you'll download more expansion packs if you love it, or when we drop Sims 5, you'll be there on day one. So, yeah, it gets new people into The Sims and opens the doors even more for The Sims franchise in general. Like, The Sims in and of itself, it's a pretty big franchise. It's a pretty vast franchise when it comes to add-ons, DLCs, and all the stuff you can do on it.
Yeah.
It's a chill game that I really want to try it out anytime soon. Like, not on stream, maybe playing it by myself, just to try it out, see how it is.
Yeah, it's a game that's got fun stream potential too, because you'd be like, all right, I'll make my regulars in chat and we'll all be in a house and we'll set each other on fire. Or I love it when the various corporate VTubers mess around with it, because it's like the hollow ones where they had
mates. Yeah,
Kiara made her gen mates and chaos ensued. Stuff like that. Yeah. Everybody loves that. Everybody gets excited at that. Because that's a lot of the reason it plays into a lot of the reason why a lot of bigger content creators do what they do. It's like you're invested in them as people and how they mesh against each other. So now you're playing Dollhouse with the dolls and playing in the dollhouse, I guess.
Yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the game. It's just a really big dollhouse that you can experiment with.
Yeah.
It gets boring if you don't have an idea of what you want to do. That's the thing, though.
Have goals in a game like that. I appreciate, that does actually bring in mind, like, another confession, I've never actually played Minecraft, and I've been putting it off a little bit so I can make it a special thing when I finally do play Minecraft, but I remember, I think I hopped in it once, way back in the day, and went, I don't know what's going on, and I logged off. But the Dragon Quest Builders games had enough of a structure of here's an RPG and here's a sort of a tutorialized things you need to do to go through to get me, I get it, and here's the stuff that I could do with this. I have ideas now, but I want to, so I'm the kind of person that takes a lot of guidance and then appreciates being set free.
When it comes to Minecraft, you're literally thrown into an open world with so much as a cookie for a hint, so that's that.
Good luck, have fun, punch some dirt and get at it.
Yeah, just go punch that tree, open that chest you get at the beginning, and you get
good luck. Good luck. I really do want to hop in and give it a proper go sometime, but I'm saving it for a special occasion. So
but I have a little experience with Minecraft, but my problem with Minecraft is I get a pretty nasty headache after 10 to have an hour time, and it's just no good for me. Like, I get a little bit dizzy after an hour or so, and I tried everything. Like, I tried lowering or turning off the movement of the character when it comes to moving. I I put the FOV so it's not zoom in or zoom out, it's just there, clear view, nothing too fancy. Yeah. But still headache. I don't know why.
Everybody's wired up a little bit differently. Some games have that effect on people, so it goes.
Damn it, yeah.
Which sucks, because, Minecraft, everybody loves it for a reason, right?
Hell, I have my experience with Minecraft. I played with friends a lot on, like custom servers, or we just playing on survival on a world, building our own shit, playing with each other. It was a lot of fun, and I wish to come back to that someday.
But unfortunately, your head is saying no.
No, and the fact that I cannot buy it because it's too expensive too.
That'll do it too.
Like, I will love to buy it, even though I get a headache. I can still play it from time to time, explore something. Like, you know how many times I wished I could explore the TVS server, for example, just see what is happening over there, do something. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, it's just a thing that happens sometimes. I've had a guest or two that experienced motion sickness on some games, or a lot of games in the case of one in particular. And I can completely understand that, thanks to Minecraft though. Like, motion sickness, it can get worse if you keep playing what it's making you sick. It's so weird.
I'm fortunate. I am very fortunate that I have not had to experience that, but I know friends who have similar issues as well, and different problems with like low vision, accessibility, all kinds of different reasons. You know, it sucks. It sucks. I'm glad that more games do have more ways to adjust themselves to be more accessible, but sometimes it's just like, sometimes you can't do it and it just blows.
Yeah.
I hope you can find a way around all the troubles at some point, Dan.
I will.
Wish you all the best.
I'm still on it. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm still trying. Like, it's not the only game that makes me like have a headache for some reason. Like, it also happened on TF2. Like a few months ago, I retried TF2 just to see how it is now, but it's still the same game.
Okay.
But for some reason, it gives me a headache also after a while. I don't know why.
Might be like the combination of first person and the particular speed that it's moving at. I know that when moving around the world in Minecraft feels it's got a definite zippiness to it that it's like, it does feel a little weird when I'm watching other people play.
Yeah, it goes up and down a lot. The jumping, the automatic jumping can be a little bit dizzy too.
Yeah.
But yeah. Whew. But yeah, also, if you want to save Minecraft for a special moment, do it. It's a really special game. If you get into Terraria, you will get into Minecraft.
Absolutely. I can see myself losing myself. A lot of it's that, like, how much of myself do I have to lose right now? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you will get into it really fast, really quickly. Like, yeah, again, you get thrown into a world with so much as a cookie as a hint, and
I love that though. The best part, my favorite part of any Pokemon, for instance, is here you go, here's your starter. You don't have shit. Pick your mons and level them and make the most of your small party. I find a lot of the newer Pokemon games are a little bit less appealing to me because they just throw so much at you at once that it's like, well, I don't know. This is like, how do I like making the most out of a small set of resources and then building from there. I find that really gratifying. That's one of my favorite things to do in a game.
Yeah. Once you play Minecraft, you will get thrown into a really vast thing with zero hints, but you can explore at your leisure. Like, it's like the sentiment you explained before with like old World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
you might be slowly progressing through it, like to a crawl almost, but you have a massive world to explore.
I think that's the thing. The kind of people that in the past would have loved World of Warcraft just because of the world and the wonder of it can now play something like Minecraft or Terraria or all these other games that will give you that, well, I love to explore, I love to build, I love to boink around. Thank you. I'm flattered. But yeah, I think like games as a genre move on and genres steal from other genres and new experiences become so much more accessible because of like good internet is more accessible. Computers that can run these things are more accessible. Any kid can just play some Minecraft almost. And that fills a gap that was definitely there that a lot of people gravitated towards old MMOs for. So yeah.
The only difference between like a game like Warcraft and Minecraft is the fact that Warcraft is set on a specific, already built up world. Like, you don't have the RNG factor on the world generation that Terraria and Minecraft have. Which makes it a little bit more special on the Minecraft side of things because, one, you can explore the game anytime you want. You can restart anytime you want, and every single experience will be different.
Yeah.
You can always like have a specific seed to generate in a specific world, but in and of itself, every single world is different.
Like, and that is a big appeal right there. Like, once you've explored out a pre-made world, it's like, well, it can be a comfy place you go back to enjoy, but you've wrung all the new out of it. And Minecraft is just like constant new, constantly something. You can make yourself something exciting every time. My Terraria experience has often been the funnest stuff I've had is just, well, we're going to start digging down and see what we can find. My friend who's taught me how to play, their method of play is Mad Bomb or What Bombs at midnight. They just buy as much dynamite as possible and start digging, making the biggest damn hole they can. And I follow behind them, plant torches, excavate the side paths, and make sure that like they don't blow themselves up, basically.
I had a friend like that. He was just throwing dynamite to the floor constantly. But the thing is, I let him just blow himself up while I'm just building upwards. Like, the thing you need to keep in mind that it might be something to keep in mind, keep an eye out. Try to build the houses for the NPCs up.
Yes.
Go up, because the infestation that is growing, the corruption, it's going to take over a lot of terrain, including the place you might be on. So try building up so the infestation doesn't get to the houses, because the people will leave if the infestation gets there. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, we are keeping an eye on our infestation. The words, the things. We're doing the thing at the place. We've used a lot of dynamite for it, I believe.
Yeah. I want
to blow a great big crater to keep things from spreading so fast.
One really cool thing I love doing on Terraria when I get the time, it's finding one of these like really thick trees that are super tall, and go to the top of the tree and start building inside it. It's so fun to do. It takes a while because you need to like cut some leaves, cut some wood, and also build the ladders to get up there. But it's super fun to get through that, and the end result is so cool. I love it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that then. I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
I love Terraria. Like it might be a while since I played it, and there's a lot to do now since of the new updates. I've added a lot of stuff and all of that.
The last update, we swear this time.
Yeah, nah. Keep updating it. I love this.
They've added some really good stuff. It's just it's good. It's so good. It's such a good game. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should play together sometime.
Oh hell yeah, I'll be down.
It's like we can always set up a new world and just immediately start going to work and do some stuff, or I can drag you to one of the ones I have just for screwing around on, and we can see what we can find. That would be cool though. I love it. It's good. It's a good time.
Whatever you want. I'll be down for some Terraria. I'm always down for that.
All right. Excellent. I'll put a pin in that, and we will see what we can do.
All right.
I'm having a good time. I'm having a lovely time here. This is great.
Yeah. You can also like keep an eye out for Starbound, like I told you. It's very similar game, but at the same time, it's more of an exploration of the galaxy than just a planet.
Oh, I'm down for that. I will have to give that a go and see how much I like it. Yeah.
But yeah. My internet seems to be fixed because it's been green all around for the last 10 minutes.
Wonderful. So, everybody else in your neighborhood stopped using all the internet. There we go.
I hope so. We're just two people here, but yeah.
There we go.
The thing is, for those who are just getting into the stream, I've been having frame drops to hell and back since like an hour ago. I don't know why, but internet has normalized, so we're Gucci. We're good. One last thing. I'm seeing Chrono Trigger on the playlist. Have you played Chrono Trigger?
Yes! Oh, I have. I played that so much back in the day. I had it back on the Super Nintendo. I'm old, I tell you what. I'm old. It was one of those cases where it's one of the games you owned and you played it and played it and played it over and over again. I played it over and over and over again, and I love it so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I love those kinds of experience. Like I have a few games that no matter how much I play them back to back to back to back. Like
Mm-hmm.
for me, it might not be an RPG, but it's Crash Team Racing on the PS1. I actually love that game to hell and
Oh,
back.
oh! That was one me and my family we would all play together. Me and my little stepbrother. He's a slightly smaller lamp, but he's yeah. And like we would play the hell out of Crash Team Racing, the whole family all together. So many good memories. Like Mario Kart can stuff it. Crash Team Racing's where it's at.
Yeah,
I will go on record with that.
I wish they keep updating Nitro Fuel or give me a PC version of it. I still wish for that to come any day
Oh
soon.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was a cool pattern. Like Insane Trilogy came on PC, Crash 4 came on PC. Why not Team Racing? That could be
It's
a good place
probably
to
behind
test
this.
out. Yeah.
That would be fabulous. Well, better than friggin' Garfield Kart.
I
all
mean,
my friends and I have Garfield Kart. It's Garfield Kart is not Crash Team Racing.
no.
I think it's like I think it's the opposite of Crash Team Racing. If anything can be the opposite of Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine now. I'm fine now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mm.
Like Crash Team Racing, the original, I played a lot, and I wish I could play the remake without having to buy a console for it. Like honestly, it's that game plus maybe Breath of the Wild that are forcing me to buy a Switch. Like at this point.
If you can get a good deal on a Switch, I highly recommend. It's worth it for the exclusives. I do a lot of my streaming off of my Switch. If you have a console, it can really expand the stuff that you have that you can play for your stream without lagging the shit out of the rest of your system.
Honestly,
it's extremely beneficial in that way. I do as much stuff as I can off my Switch when I can get away with it because it's just my setup's good for it.
The only reason why I don't get a console is because I don't want to pay extra for the online. I'm already paying for the online service in and of itself, like in the internet service.
You don't want to.
But I don't want to pay for the online, and I need to pay for the online to play Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, for example.
Yeah. It's one of those things that's like, a Switch is like, it presumes that you have a bunch of money you want to burn. It's like, you gotta make your choices in this life about what you want to put towards it. Hopefully they'll bring it to PC someday. That would be fantastic.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I will keep my fingers crossed for you. If I see anything about it, I'll be sure to chase you down.
I still need to also buy I still also need to buy Crash 4. Like, I played Crash 4 before. Like, played it to complete it one time, like, when it came out, but I still need to like officially buy it. I tried it out on a friend's PS5 and on a friend's PS4. I'm sorry, but it was he bought a PS5 recently and tried it out there too, and it was really fun. I love the looks of it. I played so much, so good. I can't complain. It's the fourth game of a series that has been dead since 2008. Like,
so hey,
I'll take it. I'll take Nitro Fuel. I'd take the Insane Trilogy to get Crash 4. I'd take them.
More
all.
Crash.
It's more Crash. More Crash for a Crash fan, dude. It's
more Crash for you.
I'm still waiting for to see if Crash Team Rumble will be a free to play like they before.
I'm curious as to what that's going to be like. I saw that promoted. I'm like, what on earth is this? And I was like, all right.
I believe it will be closer to a mix between Crash Bash and Pokemon Unite. It will have that element of teamwork, like a MOBA game. It had that
MOBA vibe, yeah. So
with boxes with items, abilities, and all of that. So I believe it will be similar to Crash Bash in that regard in some aspects, but. I need to wait and see what it looks like because they didn't give a date to the game. No. It's just coming soon.
It's coming. When we're finished, you'll get it. There you go. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Play our old games. God
damn it. I guess I have to.
You have to.
Going through the PS2 games will be a riot because as far as I know, I don't have a capture card to grab my PS2 version of To Insanity, and emulating that thing will be a pain.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I think it's the same with the Titan games, like Clash of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant. I have all of them on PS2, and I don't know if I can emulate them.
It's just a matter of getting the PS2 footage out to where you need it to be. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Either that or getting other versions of the games to
Yeah.
to the ones that better run on emulating stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I wish you luck with that. I have not attempted any emulation tricks of that variety myself.
I've already played emulated games on stream before. Like I played through Spyro 3 on an emulated PS1.
Yeah. Well, technically, the games that I've played through, I have like the Super Sega pack of like. There's a Sega Retro pack that's basically it's a Sega authorized emulator with a bunch of ROMs in it, but Sega sold it to you, so they're cool with it.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah. Fatal Labyrinth. Have you ever played Fatal Labyrinth?
No, but sounds familiar.
Oh, play Fatal Labyrinth sometime. Fire it up, give it a round, and come bother me on Discord afterwards with how angry you feel. And then it is an actual roguelike, like, rogue back in the day where literally they drop you in a dungeon. You can't, all these items are just identified by their color. You don't know what they do. It's hard. You bump against the enemies and just go doink, doink, doink at each other. Maybe you'll die and maybe you won't. It's very bare bones. It was very bare bones, designed for like a Sega download system. And it is such a bad game that it rolls over into being really fun. If there's any indication, Corone played it at one point. Corone played it, and I was like, that is a Corone-ass game to play.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I beat that one on stream. I beat it. One of my proudest gaming accomplishments.
Speaking of the Sega emulator Genesis collection thing,
yeah.
I have a really rare game that you cannot get anymore on that thing.
Oh.
And that's Sonic 2.
Oh.
Because Sonic 2, thanks to the Sonic Origins collection, you cannot get it anymore on any other thing.
They want it there, do they?
Yeah. They remove it from the Genesis collection because of that.
I see. Interesting.
So I now have a thing that they gave away a long time ago for free, and it's rare.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff.
Yeah, cool thing that Sega does every now and then, it's giving some really, really cool games for free, like Jet Set Radio, for example. That's a game I have now on like my Steam library, and I can play it anytime. I already played it before, like I completed it, but there's still some things I want to do, and I might just pick it up and replay it just for the sake of it. It's a fun game. It's a fun game for streams.
Yeah, I've never really wanted to check it out all that bad. They looked cool, but it was never like, all right, I can wait on that. If it ever falls into my lap, I will have to play it. Maybe I'll throw it on my wish list and see if it goes on sale for cheap, and then I can do the Jet Set radioing.
I will. Just make sure to mute the music just in case.
Right.
In trouble for Hideki Naganuma's stuff.
That does remind me. I know that whatever that new Hi-Fi Rush game has a soundtrack that you can play for yourself and a soundtrack that genericizes all the music so you can safely play it on stream.
Oh, thank God! I wanted to play that game so bad. You have no idea.
It looks so fun. I want to pick it up as well, but I'm like I just spent so much money on the super deluxe version of Theatrhythm, the Final Fantasy rhythm game. It's like I don't got no money anymore.
I need to wait for my next paycheck for that one though. I know where to find it for cheap, so I need to wait.
Yeah, just gotta wait, get more money. That's the struggle. We have all these old games, but we want all the new games too, because games! Holy shit, you guys.
I also need to get myself the Yakuza collection too, because that's a franchise I played through in one month and so. Like, when the Yakuza collection came out, it came out on the Game Pass 2 for free, and they were giving away 3 months for the Game Pass for free. So what I did was, I grabbed that Game Pass, and as soon as I was available, I started downloading the first 3 Yakuza games, like Yakuza 0, Kiwami 1 and 2. I played through all of them, like from start to finish, in less than a month. Then I
Nice.
waited until I think mid-January, starting of February, and I grabbed all the other 3 games, like 3, 4, and 5. I played
Nice.
through those in the same month, and honest to God, I had a blast on all of them.
Ooh, good games.
Yeah.
I say I have all the Yakuza games in my Steam library right now. I've only actually gotten a little bit into Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon because these are great things that I want to play, but I have to dedicate a playthrough. I'm gonna have to play them offline so I don't like spend forever working my way through a stream playthrough. That's what I've decided on. So it's just like they're in the queue. They're in the queue, and I'm gonna have a great time, but they're in the queue. So
I mean, Yakuza Like a Dragon might be it's technically the last one on the main series, and I wanted to play that one too, and I played through Yakuza 6 later on, like at the end of that year. So that's one on my list to play. Like I really want to experience that one because it's literally the continuation of a really cool ending on Yakuza 6. So
yeah. Also, Like a Dragon Ishin is out, isn't it? Or it's going into previews, or
no,
people have a demo, or
it's out. It's out. Yakuza Like a Dragon Ishin is out. That's a spin-off game.
Yeah.
A remake of a one.
A remake of the spin-off that we thought we'd never ever get because that's just too Japanese. They're never going to want to translate that. Well, turns out we like your games, RGG Studio. We're going to give you. We will give you money for those games.
Yeah, people were playing outside of Japan that specific game because it's part of the Yakuza franchise. Like people play Dead Souls, people play Yakuza Like a Dragon, people played all the Yakuza games in and of itself. Dub or not, they played it, and I actually had a blast playing through all of them.
They're good. They're good games that are good at what they do. I think they're looking at them as spiritual successor to the thing that Shenmue was doing, where it was like Shenmue was very simulation-y and very nitty-gritty about the world, and Yakuza took the good bits of that and put great gameplay and a really gripping story into it. Just oh god.
Yeah, it gave the twist of a novel adventure looking for your father and maybe honor with Rio.
Yeah.
And translated that into the quote-unquote crime world of the Yakuza world. And put a good damn story about a guy going through the ranks and succeeding on everything just by brute forcing everything. I love that.
Just good stuff. Good stuff. Why are there so many good video games, Den? Why is there not infinite hours in the day so we can just play all the good video games?
Because
tell me.
Yeah. Because of that's your answer. Yeah. Games in and of itself, it's good depending on the person who's playing. Because there's people that they don't get along with video games. Like it's not their thing. Like that's why movies exist. That's what music exists. That's why books exist. Because every single way of entertainment has their own specific people that grab. Like video games are for people that like video games. Some genres of video games are more popular than others. Some genres grab more people than others because of the specific niche or something like that. Same with music, same with books. You have your specific genres of books, you have your specific genre of music, you have your specific taste on movies, and all of that. It's just a thing.
And every medium tells stories in its own way and will impact you in its own way. A movie will not do the same thing as a book, will not do the same thing as like the soundtrack album of a Broadway show, will not do the same thing as a video game. Like the video games have the power really of they can both immerse you, but they can also, because of the interactivity aspect, it feels more intimate than some of the things that it can do. It does not always succeed, but when things are all firing on all 4 cylinders, it's really great. But like a movie can do entirely different things. It doesn't expect to bring you personally into it. You have the outside perspective of characters doing things, and you watch them, and that's its own thing. Every medium can tell stories in its own way with its own power. So that's great.
Yeah, that's the thing I like the most about video games. It's just you interacted with the new world. I know
it's so personal.
I know the point of a book is you imagining yourself in the story sometimes, or in that specific setting or world. You can do the exact same thing with any other type of media. Like, you can hear the music and feel what the lyrics are telling you. You can always watch a movie, watch a series, and just imagine yourself in the situation of the characters are living on. Same with anime, same with video games, same with everything. You can get that experience on almost all the media there is.
And that's the real power of it too. It's not just, oh, I relate to this and I put myself in it, but it's like, I did not relate to this before, but now I understand something that was outside of myself because I watched this or I experienced this, and that's the power of really good media. So yeah.
Yeah, you can re-experience something later on in your life. Like, it happened to me when I played Persona 4. Like, I played Persona 4 back when I got my PS2 back in 2008, 2009.
Huh.
And many people were saying this is one of the best games ever made. Like, Persona 4, it's technically that, one of the best RPGs ever made.
Yeah.
I played that through at least the first arc of the game, which is the first, like, dungeon. And I dropped it because I let Yukiko die at that time. So then I grabbed the game many years later on 2018. I played through that twice in the same month.
Oh.
And it grabbed me so hard, it was insane. Like, at the time, I thought RPGs are not my thing. Like, way too long, way too, like, too slow for me. Like, turn-based RPGs are really rare for me to grab. Like, maybe Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, maybe, because that's pretty unique combat system.
Yeah.
But outside of that one, I didn't grab any RPGs. But then I had the opportunity to try it out Persona 4 because I had a friend that didn't shut the fuck up about Persona in general. So I said, fuck it, I tried Persona 4, I already have it, might as well just give it a shot. I grabbed Persona 4 Golden just in case. And thank God I did it, because holy shit, that game is fun. Like, the story is entertaining and super immersive. Like, it's so heartwarming, it's insane.
Sometimes you just have to be in the right place to perceive a thing, be it a movie or a story or whatever it is.
It feels like a movie because the gameplay, it's just man, like, it's your good old RPG system. Go to the dungeon, face the monsters. You can avoid them. Yeah, you can try and avoid them, but you still need to fight them if you want to level up and progress further. You have the different levels of the dungeons you need to explore, get to the boss and defeat them, and all of that.
Well, it's like the power of the storytelling they've hung around the game is what really lights people on fire about the Persona series. The stuff that they do with it is just like wonderful. Yeah,
because you have two sides of the same coin in this game. You have the RPG aspect on the dungeons, and then you have the social links, which is the interactive part of the world type of thing. Like, you interact with this character, they tell you a story, they tell you their problem, and you're just there to support them and all of that. It's insanely good. Like, it gets you to experience some, like, IRL type of issues when it comes to Persona series in general. Like, these people are having IRL issues. Like, this guy is trying to run for, I think it's mayor of the town. This girl is suffering from the fact that she got way into martial arts and eating meat, that she thinks she's not attracted to guys. When the internet wants to have a war with you. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, these people are facing their own lives like normal, and they have to deal with this bullshit that is going on, that it's the main plot. And you are there, so you have to do something. It's so fun. Like, Persona in general was a franchise that, thanks to Persona 4, I ended up discovering and experience. And I have to admit, it has some really, really good games. Like, the only complaint I have is the Persona Q being trapped on the 3DS. That's all.
Well, with any luck, hopefully, they're bringing over the Etrian Odyssey games, which is what the Persona Q games are based off of. So maybe that'll get those trapped out of their particular hell after a few years, and there you go.
I mean,
we'll get them onto PC, and you'll be all set.
I mean, yeah, I can take them on Switch. That's a thing. If they,
I know
if they
that.
manage,
Yeah, I know that they're bringing. Well, they're bringing. I'm gonna buy it on Switch because I run my shit off Switch. But they're bringing it to PC as well. The Etrian Odyssey re-releases. That's why I think I threw an Etrian Odyssey remix from the second game onto the list of music I gave you, just because it was pretty, and it was like I think that's most emblematic of the stuff that reminded me the most of why I loved the series. Yeah. I'm digressing here, blah blah. But yeah. I should actually try to get my hands on the Persona Q games, and I think I would really enjoy those. It just they fell off my radar at the time that they were more easily available.
Yeah, I mean, the Persona Q games, as far as I just like explored the games, it's basically what that game that was announced for Switch, that is a 3DS exclusive game because of the map building of the labyrinth and all that. It's exactly that, but with Persona characters.
Yeah, and like more of that in my life is a positive. In both cases.
And the fact that it's a little fanfic that combines both Persona 4 and 3, and then later on Q2 includes the Persona 5 cast, it's a fun interactive like game for just seeing the interactions between these characters outside of like their own games or Persona 4 Arena, which by the way, it's a fantastic game. I always recommend it.
Okay.
The story can be a little repetitive and inconsistent at times, but it's a fun time. Especially the Adachi DLC. That thing hits hard. And at home. I love that.
Cool. More things for the list. More things for the list.
More things for the list, yeah. Also, if I can recommend another little indie game I played on the recent years, that will be Hover.
I think I'm familiar with that. When I keep looking at that when it comes by, I'm like, I should pick that up, but maybe later.
Yeah, it's a Jet Set Radio inspired type of game, like that involves more parkour than roller skating. You have grinding and all of that, but you have more parkour elements, and you have the gravity to experiment with. Like, for example, if you are on a really high place and you drop, once you reach the ground and jump again, you get the inertia to go back up. It's insanely good and satisfying to pull off.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Same with the grinding on rails, on walls, and all of that. It's so fun.
Ooh, very good.
Absolutely recommend it if you like to experiment with mobility on games. You have races to do, you have like missions to complete, you have a little story to follow up, and it's fun. It's fun.
Hover. All right. I will have to check that. I'll have to keep that on my radar as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have to see. So many games. So good. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a pretty extensive wish list myself. You can, which by the way, little plug-in. You can check it out on the about page. Like, I might not be able to get paid from the affiliate now, but. We
can take care of you. We can take care of you indirectly.
Yeah, you can still visit my donation page over there, or the wish list on Steam. So whatever is fine for you. It's not a requirement at all. Like, enjoy the content. I'm here for free, so that's that. But yeah, let's see. We have a good time here. Do you have anyone on your radar on your side?
Anybody on my to raid into?
Yeah, to raid.
Let me see. Let me load my list of people that might be interesting to drop it off. Oh wait, you're streaming. Hold on a second here. Wait, no, that's repetitive.
We're here already.
There's Pandy Kings, the person who made my. Actually, hold on here. We're gonna break the kayfabe a little bit here.
Okay.
Boop.
Oh shit.
Boop. Come on. Oh,
okay.
That's not right.
What the?
The person who made this model for me. This is my low poly.
Oh fuck. That's cute. Oh my god,
she-
that's cute.
She's streaming right now. Pandy Canes is streaming right now.
Andy.
We can go over to her. Give her a quick shout out, and then you can go from there, so you'll have the right spelling. Or at least can I do that? Well, we'll see how that goes. PNDYCANES. Maybe it'll work, and maybe it won't. But you'll have her name. You can raid on out to her. We can say hello. She's really cool. She makes nice models. She does more complicated 3D ones as well. Dance videos, lots of work in Blender. Yeah, she's cool. She's cool.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's just
I'll stay like this until we leave then. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really cool model. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's custom. She made it for me. I made some little edits to it, so my clothes were a little newer, and I put some new blend shapes in. But yeah, she made it for me, and I love it. It's so simple, but it's so expressive in its simplicity. Don't you find?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I love models like that. Like the simple is effective sometimes. Like part of the reason why I like my design. It's simple but effective.
Do a lot with a little. Do a lot with a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually will love a model like this, like a super simplified version of myself.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I might keep an eye on them, maybe for a future model or something.
Yeah, give them a follow on Twitter. But also, she's got a thing where if you get enough channel points gathered up from watching her streams, you can cash them in for a model like this.
Oh hell yeah! Ooh.
Yeah, so worth it. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Lamp, for being here, for accepting the invitation and everything.
Thank you for having me. It has been a delight, Den. Thank you.
Same sentiment here. It's been a blast, but yeah, we need to leave now. So be seeing you guys later. Bye.